everyone. So here's a quick thing. If you are ever in a time when you need to figure out the age of your Briggs and Stratton mower, engine, whether it be on a mower, generator, rototiller, whatever it is, here's a quick video to figure out how old it is. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here's mine, for instance. So usually there is a plate like this that is just riveted on. Sometimes it's stamped to the actual metal. Usually, at least on these 5 horsepower ones, it could be on the top. Sometimes it is on the side. It just really depends on your motor, but some of them will just have an easy to read plate. Also, some of the newer ones, if it has an overhead valve, will be on the valve cover. So just look around and you usually can find it. If it's a dual cylinder, it's usually on one of the valve covers as well. But for our purposes, we're going to look at this. So if you're needing parts, model number, that's easy. Type, sometimes your type can change the part you need, so that could be useful. Hopefully you can read these numbers. Now, the code is what we want to see here. Now, I don't know if you can see this, so I'll read it off. My code is 9503222E. So how you read this is the first 2 numbers is the year. Now they have yet to experience Y2K. If you're old enough to remember that, then you probably are watching this video. So they only do the first 2 digits. So this motor is built in 1995. For reference, this is 2021. So this engine is 26 years old. Next 2 digits is 03. That's the month. That's March. Next 2 digits is 22. That's a day. So this is going to be made in March 22nd of 1995. So it's a pretty old engine. The last 2, it just designates the factory and the assembly line or something of the sort. So that's how you end up telling where it is or how old it is. Now, one caveat to this is only for engines made after 1965. Before 1965, they did not have this coding system. So you will actually just have to look at a chart, unfortunately, kind of look and figure out some of the designating numbers on it and find the chart, and it will kind of give you a date range. It won't actually tell you the day, month, and year like this code will, but unfortunately that's how it happens. So find this code and you should be set. Sometimes the codes can be a little hard, but let's say for instance this mower, it's on this little plate that's on the side of the top. So you just have to do a little investigation. Yeah, that's really about it. To figure it out is actually really easy. It's just that code. The hard part is just finding it. If it's covered in dirt and paint, maybe take like a wire wheel, clean it up real good, take a little carb cleaner, blow it dry. You should be able to see it. Sometimes if you do that and you still can't see it, if you take like a marker and lightly trace over it, the indentation won't get any mark, but the outside of it will. You could kind of read it from there. I think, at least in my opinion, the first 2 numbers are really the most important. I don't really care if it's made in March or April, but knowing that it's made in 1995 compared to 2005, that's a big difference, at least in my opinion. So I'm going to leave it at that. Like we see, keep watching, and I'll catch you next time. And don't forget to subscribe for other useful tips and tricks about small engines.